In this video, we'll take the simplest possible SwiftUI app, a counter with one button, and use ChatGPT to build on top of it step by step. You'll see how asking the right questions can transform a few lines of code into something much more useful. This isn't about copying answers, it's about learning how to collaborate with ChatGPT so you can grow as a SwiftUI developer and build better apps faster. Make sure to check out the link in the description for the SwiftUI prompt camp. A huge discount link is over there while it lasts. So make sure to check that out. More on this later on the video. Today, we are going to talk about how to make our code even better with the help of ChatGPT. So basically, we are going to style. We are going to have some prompts, free prompts for that matter. And let's see what ChatGPT can do. I have prepared here a simple counter app. So it's just increasing the count right over here. So let's just click over there, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, really simple. So what I'm going to do, this is one of the tricks that I teach in SwiftUI prompt camp, is I'm going to take this view. So let's just copy this out and paste it into ChatGPT. Make sure that you are on ChatGPT 5. This is much better than the older versions. So I'm just going to paste it in, hit Shift Return, just to have a few more lines. And I'm going to paste in this code, this text. Here's my code for a simple counter app in SwiftUI. How can I make it look a bit nicer with some styling? And you can just have, this is a simple whatever app in SwiftUI. How can I make it and do whatever you'd like? In my particular case for this tutorial, we're going to make it a little bit more nicer. Okay, so let's hit that and let's see what it's going to come up with. Okay, yeah, it's thinking longer for a better answer. This is what ChatGPT 5 does. It's just going to do a lot more research and it's just going to come up with a better answer as of my experience. Nice. Here's a drop-in upgrade that keeps your logic, but adds a modern card, gradient background, subtle shadows, and a fun bump animation when the number changes. It also uses monospaced digits so the text doesn't jitter. Yeah, let's just see that. So we have count, bump, Z-stack, linear gradient. Yeah, we added quite a lot and I really like that it just adding all of these, comments, optional feedback. I really like this. Yeah, quite good. Preferred color scheme, respects the dark and light mode. I don't think this needs to be added, but whatever. Let's just copy this code. Let's just take it for as is and let's paste it in. SwiftUI Prompt Camp is now open, built for developers who want to just master SwiftUI, not copy code. In 4 weeks of live Zoom sessions, you'll learn how to use ChatGPT as a true coding partner to break down concepts, debug faster, and ship real SwiftUI features with confidence. Free seats left at just $199. That's a 90% off of $2,000. Spots are limited. Secure yours now. And yeah, it's just upgrading. Really nice. I know if you blinked, you missed how it changed, but I really like this. This is, by the way, I didn't practice this. It's just giving it as it is. And as you can see, it's really nice. Also, if you give some styling guides, it will just be much nicer. I really like this. Let's just see this. Really nice. I do love this. I think I'm impressed at this moment. Okay, but we can take it a little bit even further. Here comes my second one, second prompt. And by the way, go ahead and check out SwiftUI prompt camp. The link is in the description for more how you could leverage ChatGPT in your coding career even better. So let's just go back over here. Yeah, and just go through what we have over here. Great. Now, how can I add a reset button so the counter goes back to 0? So it's not just about styling. It could be also about logic. Let's see how it handles it. And I purposefully added this as my second prompt. So let's see if it messes up the style. Hopefully not. So let's see that. Okay. Let's see, you can add a secondary button alongside your increase button. Here's a clean way to reset. The reset button will be styled differently so it looks less primary but still nice. Okay, let's just see where that is. Count. Here's a bump up button and here is our reset button. Okay, I already see that there are some changes. I will copy the code again. Let's just see what changed and maybe we are going to actually like it. I'm going to take everything. Well, let's just start off with the struct. If the import is being added twice, yeah, then I'm just going to remove it. Yes, so now the card does look awful. Previously it was really nice. So what I'm going to do is just going to put that back as it was. I really like that. And I'm going to actually investigate the code. This is what you actually need to do in a lot of ways with ChatGPT. So what I'm going to do is just going to copy out only the horizontal stack with the 2 buttons. Let's just see. There we go. Let's copy that out and paste it into instead of my only button right over there. There we go. And hit Command A and Control I. Okay, looks much better. Let's just see it. There we go. Nice. And then the reset. I think we removed the shadow. No, the shadow is still there. Okay, then no, the shadow is not there. So I'm going to go back to the previous prompt and let's just see. This is there we go. It's a shadow of radius 6 and Y4. So I'm going to add it on both buttons. This one too. And this one too. Okay, I think I really like it. I'm not quite sure why the reset button is still not having that shadow. Yeah, meanwhile, we may investigate. Okay, so finally, let's complicate it even further. Let me just copy out my prompt and then paste it in there and let's just take a look at it. Can you add a smooth animation so the number scales up briefly every time it increases? And since in the previous prompt, it just gave me back the whole file again, I would just add over here that give me only the animation related code. Let's see if it understands that. I just need to just update my code. Okay, so there's that bump, okay, and then increase bump toggle. Okay, so here we have on the text, scale effect and animation. So basically that's it. Most probably the bump is already in there, like toggling the bump in the increase button, but we are going to double check. So first off, let's copy and paste that on there, but there it is already there. So scale effect, bump, I just did not realize it that we already have it there. So let's just see it. Scale effect, yeah, the scale effect is really small. Let's just see, maybe let's set it to 15 as it is currently. Let's see. Yes, now it's a little bit more visible and I really like the one with 1.15 than the previous one. Okay, and just to make sure that you do understand, the bump is being toggled and then we are going to have an animation with the bump value and the scale effect also over there. So it's really nice. I really like the first iteration of the UI, then added the reset button, and of course the animation of my counter has been already added on the first iteration, which is really nice. I did not expect that. That's why it was the third prompt. Now, if you want to go even deeper prompting ChatGPT to learn and work with SwiftUI, I highly recommend you take a look at the link in the description where you can find a discounted code for free seats left. SwiftUI prompt temp, the link is again in the description.